Alrighty, hello, this is Gara2424 and this is Teapot review. We're going to be taking a look at Teapot areas. This will be the first original area for my Teapot. I only have 2 areas built at the time. I did make a previous video of this area from characters and everything that I have in it, but we're gonna switch over to my first original teapot area. So, so teapot reveal. On the side note, this is my second area, teapot area. And we are heading to our first original one. And just note that in this one, this has a actual day and night function. You can switch realms. It just depends on how much you level up in your teapot. That the different areas open up in each teapot, so you have to work up on opening your levels. But you can also switch out your realm layout. Like I said in the last video, I haven't did the level 40 sakura tree in Azuma. I haven't gotten to that, and also apparently a quest for that to get that. So I did go on and open up Cool's Isle, but we are switching over back to the first original teapot area that everybody's gonna get. So we switching over to that. And also, please, side note, remember there is no nighttime function on this first one. It is straight up daytime and afternoon. So and you'll probably notice that I did put a lot of lamp functioning in there as well. But it's a lot of so this will be a lot of daytime. I started off with this idea, the original first mansion that they let you buy with. But I did have it set up where it had the 2 lamps. And of course I did a lot of rocks to go. Did a lot of trees and other setups. And then I even made a small pond setup that also you can get out of the shop with a little bench. And then of course I added different styles of houses from Liu, Inazuma, and Mondstadt. I just went crazy because I didn't know what I was doing, and just added a lot of things in here. Then of course I have a forge one in here as well. I didn't have enough room to put a crafting table, so I might have to end up taking some rocks out and a couple of other things to add a crafting bench on this area because I ran into the red. This is a random toy thing that I accidentally bought out of the shop. I don't know what it does, but I just put it up there. And of course I have random trees, again another type of well, and barrels that goes right into my grapevine orchard that I have set up with some butterflies that once again I caught using the Omni net that you get in Inazuma. You can catch butterflies, cats, dogs, and other rare animals in Genshin, but sometimes there are also some animals you cannot capture. It'll let you know. And of course we start off with the Luke with his wine orchard. And I also ended up catching 2 desert foxes with the Omninets. And then I'm also tell a lot of people, make sure that you talk to your characters, because when you talk to them, you also increase the friendship level. So, so make sure you talk to your characters, but doesn't look real fancy. And then checking out his grape orchards. And then of course I did put another little tea bench set up, because I thought I could put one on this gazebo, but not. But it still worked out all together. But this is the outside of the main mansion of my first original teapot area. So we can go on and head into the mansion and see what's up. Alrighty. And as you can see, of course, you know I always gotta have my plants, fireplaces, and yes, you can put a vase on top of the fireplace. Now you notice that I have this going. Uh, Apparently it turns nighttime inside, but not outside. So just a little bit of, again, it doesn't really have a nighttime outside, but it can do daytime and nighttime inside the
Don't be afraid to
mansion.
make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
And as you can see, I have this lovely Lotus stage setup. This was originally something when I wanted to start making my little area for Eugene the first time, and I thought this was an outside item, but it was actually an inside item. So also, and that's another thing about the teapots. Just side note that make sure the items that you buy are out for outside, and what you want to buy for inside is inside. So this was kind of like a mistake number one. I bought it intending to be outside, and I ended up making it an inside thing. Then of course up at the front reception desk you have cyno guarding the place. And then I even have a little chair area for cyno to sit with books and everything. Another little tea table set there. And then in the back I made a living room area with lamps for reading and anything you want to do back there. Got a little reading nook area. Then of course I also decorated each hallway with different things. And I kind of like, it was a little bit difficult putting these in, so it took me a little time to get this set up going, but I like how it came up. And you'll notice how I got it different on the other side. That's just to help me remember which character is over where. And this is Tanari's room, of course. And again, two beds, no context. uh, but of course, I got the desk area, books everywhere, different treasures, and different book things you can buy in the regular teapot shop that you got in front of the mansion. Scroll area, plant display, and more scrolls and stuff. And that is Tanara's room. And I kept it, I did change the original lamp that was in here, so chandelier, but I didn't change the roof. That was the one that already came in with it. Then of course on the other side I had a nice fireplace with the rug. And this is Kaeya's room. I got Kaeya in a different area right now. But of course the Mondstadt rug, back area with a little secret compartment for hiding stuff. And then you got your different plates, towels, you know, sleeping area, books. I even gave him one of the little kimono hangers. so he can chill, but that is Kaeya's room. And then of course in the hallway I just kept it kind of simple, fireplace with the different shields and scrolls. Then we got the other room. This is my other kitchen. I had a little more chance to be more creative with this, of course. So I got a little more creative with the area. Of course, you got your foods and stuff. Then I also have the the cooking pot where again you can cook in here and make food. So if you also, I guess if you see that type of cooking pot, you can also make food while you're here. Then I did the barbecue thing. And you know, of course, your seasons and your drinking. And then I also made a small tea area once again from sets. Um, each each area for either inside or outside. You can have indoor or outdoor sets, outdoor sets, and you know, view details. You go and try to get what you need, and it will create that background, and of course certain points that create that in. And as you can tell, I have no more room, so it is in the red. And I'll say it again, please make sure that you put your characters in that room first before you get started, so you know how much room you got to work with. I originally had somebody else in there just kind of filling in, but I decided not to put nobody else in there so I can actually fill out the kitchen. Because if you go back to my other video on my second teapot area, I didn't really have a space to do anything because I tried to put characters in there first. So it didn't quite work out the way I planned. But that one came out a little bit better when I retried again. Alright, and then we in the hallway area. Of course, more shields and scrolls and nice lovely rugs. And we have Noel working hard. And we got chairs, different kind of chairs, lamps, plate displays, bulletin boards and plants, more vase setup. I have another kimono hanger set up out there, a yukata hanger set up out there. Then of course I made a little mini bar and library area over here for you to read and chill. And then again, this is to change the mansion music, and you can change it to different ones. And then there also is the ones to unlock and buy. Of course, that will be again with that orange little teapot that's only here on the weekends, where you can buy the coins to get the various different musics. And then of course I also made a little nook area, so if you have private visits you want to discuss, you can go behind that and have two characters with a tea set, two different tea sets. And then of course jewelries and other things, y'all looking at treasures and other things. And also a couch just to do your recreational time. Then of course again a little cooking format out here too, so if you see anybody have that, you can actually cook stuff there. Then of course this was just for no reason to be no reason. I just put this little cooking box because I couldn't fit it into the kitchen, so I ended up running out of room, so I just put it here. But it works with who the next room I'm going into. This is Bennett's room. I made it kind of simple. Table, graphs, another bulletin board, because he always looking for an adventure, and so keep updated with the latest adventures going on, and quests he can go on, with a little library and everything back there for him. So Yeah. And then of course I did put the lantern and flags, and I put these orange flags so they can remind me that's Bennett's room on that side since he a fire character. And then of course I put some more bulletin board kind of type deal up here just for fun. And then the room that has the Yukata display or kimono display is none other than Zhao. So, of course, bed, I kept it kind of like simple, tables, lamps. Then, of course, all the stuff, weaponry. And also, side note, some of these items you can actually touch. Like that one does that possessed armor. Then you got the little, again, privacy nook. And then your books. And this is Zhao's room. And then also please remember to talk to your character because that helps with the friendship level. And so this is all of my mansion area. Hope y'all liked it. And then yes, you can from time to time fly up and down all over the place. Oh, and there go the little kitties. They do meow. I don't know about the dogs. I haven't heard them bark yet, but yet just know when you get the cats, they mew. So that is my inside of my mansion area. Like I said, that was pretty much like me just testing out to see what I can do.
Keep up.
And see how you like that. And then of course, like I said in the first one, there is not really no nighttime function. And then, but I do like the little bitty roads, but it's a lot of roads. So, you definitely may want to have, saved up enough for the teleport waypoints. Cause this is a lot of walking, especially for this one. So you definitely want to save up for your waypoints. Cause see, that's a lot of walking. That's a lot of walking. Oh, and then that, another thing, like I said, you do have again the orange teapot. It only lasts on the weekends, but you can buy different items out of it. So on the weekends when you see that orange teapot, that's where you can also buy cats and dogs and different things, but it changes from each weekend. So if you see something you want in them teapots, um, get them then. Uh, Actually, let me go on and we'll take a look at it again real quick. I know I went over this in the last video on the teapot, but I just want people to kind of go on and just make sure. And also, yeah, it's really way over here. So, it's like hiding in the rough. So,
The one before you is known as...
but yeah.
And
But yeah, you can buy cats. Sometimes they'll have dogs. Now the multicolor butterfly. They also sell it in this shop, and then the sub walk rock formation, and then of course the coins that's for the different musics for your inside or the outside music pot, so you can change the music background. I always try to go on and save up enough to get those, but you really got to save. So this is this is a little something you can do when you have enough save. And this teapot is on the weekends only. And you can also go to, if your friends have their teapot set up, that even on when they're offline, you can go on the teapot. You can buy items out of their teapot salesman, and it might be the same or it might be different. So always go and take a look if they let you have access to do that, because I didn't even know that. So I will be changing it to access soon for people to come on into my teapot. But I will probably be mainly on my second teapot area, because I'm trying to work on a couple of more characters there to get their friendship level to 10. Then I'll be coming back this way to work on whatever characters I got over here and get their friendship level to 10. And the more you work on leveling up your teapot, just make sure you save as you go, because this stuff is really
The value of
expensive.
knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
So this stuff is really expensive, so you need to really save your coins and everything. And then of course we had this area. Originally I was gonna have her in. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name because I'll get it wrong. I originally was gonna have her in the kitchen area since she liked to cook, but I made a secondary area. It's more like a camping area, cookout area. Hello. Of course, again I made the little spa area again. Uh, Little spot area you can get wet. Then the little side changing area. Also, another little side fact, you can also catch the beetles. And I ended up putting these two in here that I caught with the Omni net. And then of course some butterflies. But please, side note, those animals do take up just as much space as whales. So you kind of want to put your people or the person you gonna have on this area first, and then the animals be like a last resort. Then I had the lotus lamps and the glow flowers, but like I said, this particular area here doesn't really have a nighttime function. So I had the trees put in, different kind of glow plants, and then of course I caught some more foxes in Inazuma and brought them. And then of course I had the little camp tents, and you can actually put stuff under here, another tea table and lamp set. But what I did was put them first before I put the tent over it, because it was a little bit difficult trying to set that up. Then of course another little lamp, little traveling bag, and then of course a little watering thing, and then I bought one of the little tavern things just for the heck of it. I actually didn't know what that was till I finally got it to I was like, well, I guess I'll just throw it in here. So this was kind of like a last throw in, even though it still matched in, but that was very funny. Then of course, make sure you always add your waypoints so you can travel, because on this first set, this is the first original area for Teapot. This is your road. This is your set of roads. So make sure you have enough save for waypoints. And you can unlock each area as you level up in your teapot, which it takes a lot of you buying stuff. So I suggest you save a lot of money beforehand before you get started. And then of course I made this area again using the shrine area, and I tried to connect them this time, whereas in the other one I separated them on my second set because some of them really don't kind of fit together. And then of course the lovely trees, if it was nighttime they would grow a different color. But yeah, I actually ended up connecting the shrines together, some of them. together to make all one walkthrough. So that was the one that I actually connected some of them together to make a whole walkthrough. Then of course I put the racing game up here. But please note that these racing games take up a lot of space, so that need to be like a last thing put in. Then of course, like I said, more trees. I made another little shrine thing area open. Then of course I have the fountains. I went with a lot of fountains. And then of course a little bit another tea booth with food accessories and sign. And I originally actually had I ended up running out of space, and it's at the time I forgot to put my character first, but this also would have been another area for Eugene to dance and have the stage. And of course I had the 2 dogs, and you know, I made a little setting on the side with lights as well on the side of the stage. So, and flowers, of course. And then I also made another little lake area, which I had 2 light lamps with that. But of course, after realizing it's no nighttime. And then of course, one of the stork birds, I ended up capturing, while the other one I ended up getting in shop. Like I said again, that orange teapot shop that only comes on the weekend, they also sell cranes in that shop. So you can also get a cranes from there if you don't want to try to catch them. I'm still determined to try to catch the purple ones in Inazuma. Then of course, like I said again, these are your roads to getting up where you need to go. So make sure you have a waypoint in each one, because it's a distance. But I suggest that you save up to max how much coins they'll let you keep max before you start spending on your area. And then of course, like I said, the little mountain peak areas that you buy out of that orange teapot shop, I bought one of those and put it up there. Again, I made the same area pretty much originally for Kaeya. I just did something a little bit different. I did plants instead of the lights, since I realized that it's never gonna be nighttime. And then of course I made a little tea area right here with tables for the hangout with Kaeya. And then of course had to have a swing. The garden swing, yes. It was originally in the area where the cooking area, but I moved it up here because it was a little bit more space than where I had it. Then of course the multiple color butterfly that you also get from that orange teapot shop. And then of course I captured some more green butterflies with my omni net to put there. And then of course trees and rocks setup. I love these trees because of the glow. And then of course my purple tree this time with the little bitty steam setup, bathing area. Of course, same setup with the little thing in the back. Then of course I had to always get one jumping thing. You can also buy a lot of these. You can buy up to like 30 of these and make different jump bouncy pads. That is one of my ideas I'm thinking of doing later on in one of the other teapot setups when I have it all unlocked. Then of course I had another piece of shrine area that I re-added. and it also has a back step out way, but you're supposed to connect some of the other buildings with it. Then I had a rope, shrine protection, and then of course trees galore. And I put this mountain thing up here. Cause originally I wanted to put the bounce thing up here and bounce up off of there, but they wouldn't let me do it. So I put this nice little bell, and we got another stork that I caught with the Omni net. And then of course I have one more thing. I have another little area that I was gonna make another little tea area. So I had the two little lights, and I was planning to put another tea table set, but I ran out of room by the time I got over here. But yeah, but that's my area, my kaeya area for kaeya. I always will be making one of these type of areas. It'll probably be all in the same format unless I think of another idea. But yeah, that's how I have my setup. And this is for the original first standard teapot that everybody gets. Just side note that it stays continuously daytime here, so you getting lamps and all that other stuff for day and nighttime outside don't really matter. Now inside the house, it actually has a day and night inside the mansion, but not on the outside. And then of course.
Well, hello. I didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Mhm.
Oh, I feel quite at home already. Although, I feel that at home doesn't express my feelings in their entirety. Surprised is more how I'd describe the feeling I had when I... Exactly that. It's more beautiful than I imagined. It's been a while since I moved here, though, so the initial sense of surprise has mostly worn off. Who'd have thought?
But yeah. But make sure you talk to your characters because that helps with the friendship level. That's where you kind of put your characters in the teapot and wait till that small letter looking with the hearts get together, and then you can level up each of your characters' friendship level, and you can switch out characters to help each one out. And when they reach max level friendship points, they will let you know you done reached max. Cause all you have to do is go to your main house
This
teapot
realm is true.
and go to your trust rank. And any of the characters that you see are maxed, which I have a couple of characters maxed. I'm waiting to officially have everyone maxed. And then I will change out all the characters to different ones and start again on max. But that little heart shaped letter, when it fills up completely purple, then it'll level up a friendship level by one for every character that's not maxed. So eventually I will be moving to Nari, Noel, Bennett. Kaeya ain't going nowhere. I'm a Kaeya main. But I'll be moving out a lot of the other folks when they max out and do some different characters. And then side note, you gotta keep it on the area that you want to upgrade your characters on. Once you receive the upgrade, it just upgrades whatever characters on whatever island you are on. It doesn't do for each one, sadly. I learned that the hard way. Then of course you save up for your coins and all of that. I ended up reaching max rank, but each piece of land will open up as you rank. uh, as you rank in your teapots. So it's gonna take some time. That if you are interested uh in things like that. So it's just something to, and they also give you a lot of different items as well, and prima gems for each upgrade. So, but that is my first original teapot. Then of course you have your create furnishings and your realm depot where you can buy different various stuff. I'll be trying out on my new area the seed stuff soon, so I'll be trying all of that out and stuff. And then also make sure you buy the vial of adaptive speed, because that will help get your items out of you have to wait for them to build it, and it be several hours. When you use these vials, they open them up automatically for you to use right away. And then they added different trees and rocks that you can use. Now you gotta make sure, cause they have some big trees and then some that look big but they actually little. So be careful on getting the type of trees you want. But that's all the different kind of stuff they got going on in here. And you can buy all kinds of plants. It's gonna be some more stuff I'm gonna be heading to when I have enough saved up for the new area. But these are the glow plant. I call them glow plants, but spreading branches of sky and halted moon drifts and glimmering fireworks. Those are the main three I like. So yeah. So, but just make sure, like I said, when you doing your teapot in the beginning,
If you ever have any questions about the realm within,
just save up, just save up, and then make sure you put your characters in. Your companions are the first thing, and also with each level, you get up to a capacity of 8 characters. So you have to level up to get the full max 8 characters. Usually I think they just start you off with 2 to 4 when you first start off. But, and you, like I said, you can switch out whenever they get max and start with a new character to help getting the friendship level, because you get upgrades for the characters with the friendship level. But that is this teapot in a nutshell. This is Gara2424. Thanks for y'all watching. And if y'all have any questions on teapots, put in the comments below. I'm willing to answer or find the answer for you.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Yep. And also another thing, I'll be opening up my teapot for, even if I'm on not online, where you can enter the teapot and take a look for yourself. I'm currently actually working more on the second one, because there's a lot of people in the second teapot that I need to get their friendship level worked up. But I will be coming back to this one again to finish out the 4 more I have left that's not at max friendship level. But I'm working on the other one right now. So that will be my main teapot for opening. So let me go on and move back on over there.
this realm is truly beginning to thrive.
And you have switch realm style. As you progressively level up, eventually they let you open up different realms. I just opened up Cool's Owl, so I don't really have nothing on there right now. I really kind of liked it. This setup here, the Paradise setup, and this one is like when you finish the quest. But I really want this one, but that requires me working on the soccer tree, which I ain't too interested in. But you can switch realms back and forth to work on your different characters. So I'm switching back to this realm right here, because there's a couple of characters that I definitely want to work on, and there's two other characters I want to add when I finally max out some people. Max out some people over here, and that's Yao Yao and Kujo Sara, because I just I'm planning to work up Yao Yao. Kujo Sara is kind of like on the iffy list, because I want to build her just because I like her aesthetics, but at the same time I want to make sure she's workable for me. But definitely I'll be switching Yao Yao on this island so I can get their friendship level up. And then friendly reminder that on this secondary island, the Emerald Peak, you actually have a day and night function. So you actually have a day and night on the outside and inside. So that's the only thing I was like that I was happy about this one, and the reason I like this one the most, it's actually a day and night inside and outside. So but that is
If you
my
press a leaf between
teapot.
dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy bookmark.
That is my teapot. If you want to look at this one, I got a previous video I made before of this teapot, where I have Kaveh and Baju in here, and I made a couple of offices for them. So check that out. But this is Gara2424, and this is Teapot Tour. I will catch y'all later and enjoy. And also a little reminder, let me go on and do that real quick. Um, you can set up having where you can have people come into your teapot even if you're offline. Usually when you have Serenity Pot permission join after approval, nobody else can get into your teapot till you approve them. Or if you the super recluse and you just want the teapot to yourself, you can reject them and nobody gets in here. And then also the Serenity Pot permissions allowed to direct join is what you want. So if you are offline, people can come in to your teapot. So yeah. So that's what you want to put on if even if you are offline. Your friends that's on your friends list can come into your teapot and check things out, and you know they don't have to tell, hey, are you online, da da da, and can go to that orange teapot that's on the weekend and y'all can do some shopping. It's got 5 minutes left. But yeah, but that's my teapot tour for the original teapot, and of course I have another video set up for this particular teapot, and I ended up opening up Cool's
The
Owl.
value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
I'ma work on Cool's Owl, but I'm not too fond of that one. I actually want the soccer tree one, so I have to just find the motivation to get that one, because that one, the soccer tree, and the flower one also has a day and night function. So, but the soccer tree area one, where you had to work on the soccer tree to level 40, that has a more of a longer evening before it goes into nighttime. So lots of sunsets. And then, like I said, this also, again, day and night functions are possible on here. So I can actually change this to my nighttime function. And that's how, and of course, that's how it's looking at night. So y'all can get a good look of how it's looking at night. And, you know, you can see the other areas, but, and then even the light setup from your mansions have a light setting. So that's it. In my teapot reveal, teapot tour in a nutshell. This is Gara2424 and the game is Genshin Impact. I will catch y'all later. And happy teapot making.